Hey guys, so today we will talk about the EFS on the WordPress website. So I already created one folder called Network Storage in AWS for Beginners. Just pull the code, and I think you guys are already having this implementing EFS. So look for a folder called Using EFS with WordPress. Okay, now just double click on it, and there is a URL, tiny URL document. So what I want you to do is I want you to copy the first one and go to your browser, and then just hit enter. So once you hit enter, so if you scroll down, so you will get your stack name and parameters and everything, and the database restore snapshot. What you have to do is you have to restore the snapshot where we created last time. Just right click on open link in new tab. Okay, just so it will give you the snapshots where we created. So just left on the left you have something called snapshots. Click on it. Then okay, I'm talking about this snapshot. Okay, the Aurora DB cluster. Just copy only the name of it. No need of ARN for this. Just scroll down, just mention the name, and then I acknowledge, and then just click on create stack. Okay, I already created it. It would take 20 minutes or so. I already created it, so you also follow the same. So once you click on create stack, what happens here, the stack will get be created like this: EFS Demo, VPC, RDS, EFS. So okay, so just want to give you an idea of what this stack does. Okay, so if I click on the stack, this is the base infrastructure. Okay, if you click on template and then click on view in designer. Okay, perfect. Now if you scroll down, yes, it's kind of complicated design, but it's pretty easy. So if you see in this infrastructure, what we are doing is we are just creating a VPC. Okay, um, just give me a minute. Yeah, so if you see, we are just creating a VPC, and then we are creating all the subnets here. We are creating all the subnets, but there is no EC2 instances we are creating. We are only creating the VPC, and then we are creating all the subnets. And then what we are doing here is, let's scroll down, and there is something called here on the left side, on the right side, sorry, on the right side. If I, yeah, so here there is something called elastic file system configurations, which we are doing. Okay, elastic file systems is getting created. So here also elastic file system is also getting created, and the CloudWatch agent configuration is getting created. Okay, and then yeah, so these are all the things which are getting created on in this CloudFormation stack. Okay, and also if I scroll down to the bottom, there is one more thing which is getting created. What is that? This is Aurora DB is getting created. Okay, so there are three things are getting created based on the infrastructure which you clicked on this one. Okay, so one is, so what are the things? One is RDS, I mean Aurora. Okay, and then VPCs and everything, and then EFS. So these three things are getting created if you run this stack. Got it? Cool. So once this is gets completed, if you scroll, okay, I just want to show you the file also. Just give me a minute. So this is the one. This is the infrastructure network storage using WordPress, and this is the stack name, CloudFormation stack name, which we have it. So if you see, I've already mentioned everything here. Just scroll up to the bottom, I mean to the top. So what exactly this does is this will give you a VPC template. This will give you create a EFS, and this is also creating the Aurora DB cluster instance. How it is creating the instance, because we already mentioning the restoring the snapshot of the instance name. Okay, now if you scroll down, I'm mentioning all the DB details and the resources VPC. Just scroll down, all the VPC related details I've mentioned, or how many subnets I have to create it, what kind of subnets are required. Scroll down. This is for RDS security group, DB subnet group, DB cluster. I want Aurora instance 2, all those things, instance security group. Just scroll down. Okay, so these are all the things which is going on with this stack. Okay, and also I'm mentioning elastic file system is also automatically will get created. So all these things will be done. Now I have already created it, so I'm gonna close this, click on close, leave it. I've already created it, and it's all if you see my stack, it's already create complete. Okay, now if you go to RDS here, and then if you click on RDS, if you click on DB instances, so my Aurora instance is getting created automatically because the stack is done, stack is created, so it is also done. Now if you go for EFS, let me go for EFS. So EFS is also, so all three main components are created, that is we call it the base infrastructure. Okay, cool. Now what I'm going to do here is, if you see this, just want to give you a diagrammatic presentation one more time. Okay, cool. So I'm setting up the base infrastructure here. Okay, so the first thing is you created a VPCs using the same thing, and then plus you're creating the EFS file system, then you're creating the Aurora DB. So when you're typing this tiny URL, this one, so when you run this one, you're getting these things. Okay, now what you're going to do is we are going to create the one WordPress instance. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So second is, if you open this one, WordPress 1, we're gonna launch this CloudFormation stack. So Control C, and then come back here, and then open a new browser, and then hit enter. So when you do that, and you have to do this only after your first CloudFormation stack gets completed, because these stacks are dependent. So make sure this is create complete, only then you have to run this one. Okay, just scroll down to the bottom and then click on create stack. So what exactly this stack does is, this will so if you go to my EC2 instances, see, there is no instances running right now. It actually creates the instance. This actually what it does is, this actually creates an instance and mount the target. That's what it does. It's all does through the code which I already created it. So I'll just show you the diagram one more time. So the second thing which you created, right? So it will create instance and mount and create the directory and mount it to this EFS. Okay, so let me show you the code actually. So here we go. Yeah, this is a code for WordPress, the second URL. So if I scroll up, it just gives you that, okay, what are the latest AMI I have to use, what are the resources and all. There is one section which I have mentioned here. If you scroll down, there is something called mount, MOUNT. Yeah, see, mount 67th line, mount EFS into EC2 instance. Whatever we were doing manually before, I'm just creating a directory called this one. So I'm creating a variable elastic file system, and I'm gonna put it into EFS tab, and I'm gonna mount it. That's it, as simple as it is. Okay, and I'm installing the WordPress as well on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see that. 1 minute, let me refresh the screen. Okay, now see, instance is running and it is getting initialized. Okay, but I wanna close the other windows. 1 minute. Okay, now CloudFormation, refreshing it, whether my EFS demo WordPress 1 is getting completed. No, it's still in progress. Okay, now I'm just running it. Copy the public IP, / enter. Okay, I think it's still doing, obviously. So let's wait. Okay, let me see whether my CloudFormation stack is complete. Yes, it shows that the WordPress one is completed, and also instance shows running. Okay, let me copy that and then http / enter. Okay, so if you see, obviously, I mean, the data is not there because earlier series what we did was, it was all stored in the EBS volume. So we just copied the same snapshots and we moved it to Amazon provision, then Amazon serverless. So we just restore the same snapshot right now. Okay. So we're gonna modify something right before that. Before I do that, I'm gonna connect to this machine. I'm gonna click on connect. So when you click on connect, okay. So here, if you see df space hyphen k, so you will see that yes, there is already more mapped. The directory is already mounted because of the CloudFormation stack which we did it. Okay, so here if you do cd var www.html wp hyphen content, and then if you type ls, so we have something called uploads folder. So I'm going to go for cd uploads folder. If you hit enter, so there is a directory 2022, sorry. Then if you type for okay, before that, maybe you guys didn't see that there is one more folder was 02 ls. Then inside ls I don't have anything, it's all 0. Okay, so what I am going to do here is, and also you can verify the fs tab as well. So sudo vi okay etc fs tab. Okay, hit enter. So you will see some second entries regarding the file system, EFS file system. So these are all done through the automatic coding which we did it. So escape key, and then you just quit it. That's it. Now what we're going to do, come back here, and then on the last URL right here, just delete it, delete the slash, I'm sorry, keep the slash wp hyphen admin, just type wp hyphen admin. So it will prompt you for the username and password. So look for admin, and the password you can get it from the CloudFormation stack parameters. So click on this WordPress one, click on parameters, so the same password which we've been using, control V, yes. So hit on login. Okay, once you change wp-admin, you will directly log in using the same login and the same password, and then click on post on the left side. So when you click on the post, so you're getting this website called My Production Good website. Okay, so click on this. So just close this, and okay, you're getting this kind of images. You can replace it. Just click on just select this, click on this burger symbol, click on remove image, and the same thing, click on this and then click on remove image. Okay, this is done. Now click on upload, and I'm gonna upload the same pictures of my two bikes here. Click on open, and then just once it is done, just hit on update. Now where exactly this is getting updated, because we already mounted right now, if you see, this is already mounted into your EFS. Okay, so this one is saved in EFS right now. Okay, now how to verify? Again, you go back to the same location here, see, okay, cd space control V var ls, and then cd uploads, and then cd 2022, enter. See, these are all the two files which we have uploaded right now. It was not nothing before, but now we have uploaded. So right now this is an EFS file system. Okay, say for example, let's do one thing. What we're going to do is we have already stored it in EFS, which is nothing but here, EFS. Right now these files are here in the CFS location. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to launch another instance. Okay, so you can use this URL, the other tiny URL, which will launch the second instance as well. So I'm gonna enter. So just scroll down and then click on create stack. When you hit on create stack, so it will launch another WordPress 2 instance. But for now, if you see my instances dashboard, it has got only one, A4L WordPress is there. Soon it will launch another instance. Okay, see, another instance is also getting launched, A4L WordPress. So for our identification, I'm going to make it like A4L WordPress 2 here. Okay, so let it launch. Okay, now in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, say for example, this instance is crashed. Okay, for example, the first instance is crashed. Okay, so I'm going to stop this instance. So let me stop it. So this will be stopped, and this is right now currently in progress because our CloudFormation stack is running. So let's wait for 2 minutes. So if you guys see, we already stopped the first WordPress instance, which is in stopped state. And now using the third tiny stack, using the WordPress 2, the third tiny URL, we already created the another stack which is in initializing mode, and the CloudFormation is still running. Okay, it is completed now. Good. So it is completed now. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to connect to this WordPress 2 instance, hitting on connect, hitting on connect. Okay, now what we will do is let's do this. Yeah, so first one is df-k. This is in second machine, guys, remember. Okay, now see, this is already mapped because of the CloudFormation stack which we created. Now I'm gonna go for cd var www html wp-content cd uploads cd2022 cd02. Okay, now see, we have these images. Even though the instance which we stopped here, okay, it was never stored inside the EBS volume. It is stored in the EFS. That's why we are getting it in WordPress second machine as well. Okay, now say for example, okay, Samir, let's do one thing. Okay, now before that, what you have to do is, if you want to see the public IP of this, copy this public IP of the second machine, slash slash enter. Now see this, what will happen? See, you're getting the same, you'll get the two images again. Okay, now let's do one thing. So I'm going to delete the both the stacks here. Okay, this is WordPress 1 and WordPress 2, both I'm gonna delete it. So EFS demo WordPress 2, I'm gonna delete it, delete stack. EFS demo WordPress 1 also I'm gonna delete it. So what happens is, these two things will delete my two instances, this one and also this one. Okay, after that, let's see, it's shutting down now, WordPress 1 and WordPress 2. So let's wait. Okay, now no instances are running, guys. Okay, nothing, everything has been terminated. Okay, but if you see your, okay, CloudFormation is also, obviously that would be done, everything is done. And now we have something called EFS. Okay, if you remember, here only we are saved all these two files, the two photos. Okay, and what we are going to do is we're going to launch one more instance again. Okay, so using the same tiny URL, so either WordPress 1 or WordPress 2, whichever you want to do it, Control C. Now what happens is, Control V, hit enter. Right, no instances. Okay, but now I'm launching an instance, but in this stack I already mapped the directory to the EFS which is already created here. Okay, so now after a couple of minutes a new instance will be coming up. See, new instance is coming up, pending. Now we will connect it and we will verify whether we have those two photos there or not. So irrespective of whether EC2 instance going down or not, no problem, because we already have EFS created. Okay. Okay, so it's still in create in progress, but I think my instance is getting initializing. Okay, let me try to open this new IP. Okay, let me see what's happening. http://public IP. Maybe it will take some time. Maybe I'm trying it little early. Still initializing, so we can expect some delay. Okay, let's wait then. This is my old instances. Okay, so I got something here. I'm clicking on my production good website. Okay, this is because it's still initializing, so let's give it some time, guys. Okay. Okay, my instance is running now, and also my cloud formation. Yeah, this shows completed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm gonna copy the new instance ID, and I'm gonna paste it. So it should give me the updated image because we already saved those. Yeah, see, now it's working because everything was in EFS, so we just pulled everything from the EFS back to the instances and everything is good. So this is how you have to launch the website, and you have to store your WordPress files in a centralized storage. We call it as a network file storage, guys. So that's all for the whole demo, guys, on this EFS. And RDS, EFS, all those things are done. So you can, first you have to delete this WordPress to a stack. After that deleted, after that it says gets completed, then you have to delete the first one which we created for the basic infrastructure. Okay, so that's all for the demo, guys.